started. And,
All right.
so Reverend Rev, can you help a brother out?
Heavenly Father, we are thankful that you have let us wake up this morning, wake up this wonderful day that you have created and blessed us to see. We are thankful, Father, for the health and strength of each and every member of CGEF. We ask, Father, that you will bless each and every household, each and every family represented. We ask, Father, that you will cover our finances, cover our family and our health and strength. We ask, Father, that you will continue to strengthen us, we are guided to go in this direction for CGF Foundation to continue to do great things. Bless the works of this meeting, bless the works of our understanding, that let us all be in one accord, and let your peace be with us all. We give you thanks and praise. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Thank you, sir. So hopefully everybody had the opportunity to look at the previous meeting minutes. And of course, motion may be in order.
So moved that the minutes might be accepted as presented.
Tony Toddy seconds.
All righty. There's a motion to accept the minutes. Properly second. Any discussion on said minutes? Seeing none, all in favor of said motion to accept the remaining minutes from the previous meeting is motion by aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carried. Next would be on the agenda would be financial report. And I was not going through that. Do we have a trustee here that could fill in for Frank, because Frank will not be here. He is getting his drink on in Florida. So
Getting the drink.
getting the drink on. Yeah, so he called me this morning and didn't look good for this afternoon. So yeah, so him and Big Dog.
Woo.
So do we got a trustee in here that received a copy of the financial report? If not,
And Big Dog asked to be excused. He's at a wedding.
yeah.
Next month.
You want a motion to table it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'd like to make a motion to table the financial report for this month.
Support.
Yeah, the motion to table the financial report to the next meeting. Property second, all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you very much. I don't have much other than I received the binder, and Frank's now has the checkbook, and all that responsibility is on him. I checked with the IRS. There is no update on our status for the 501c3. So, we haven't received a negative. So I'm taking that on the positive side. I also was unable to attend the last joint meeting that we had with the EMU. Maybe Tony or Gordon would be willing to chime in now under the president report of the outcome of that meeting, if anything.
I could do it. We still had a positive, we check in with them each month just to see where we're at. At the time of the meeting, CDC guidelines were still the same. There has been positive breakthroughs within the last, 2 days. I was highly doubtful of a conference taking place in 2022, and I put it better. I probably put it at 60-40 that we'll actually do this thing. With them reducing the requirements of people to wear masks if they were fully vaccinated. I don't know if what state we'll be in at that time, but there's something for the safety committee. Maybe you can attend the meeting or the conference if you're fully vaccinated. Who knows where we'll be at that time, but I gotta believe when we have our next meeting with EMU, you know, we'll look at potentially putting down a deposit for the conference. But it was very positive news from the CDC on this thing.
Okay. You got anything to add to that, Gordon?
No, so everything you said was in order. So again, everything is pretty much hinging on, you know, the current conditions that we're facing. And so, you know, barring anything that that goes negative, everything, again, as Tony said, looks like it's going to the positive. So we, I think, have some work to be done, you know what I'm saying, if we're going to forge ahead. And we got some things in order, but yeah, there's still work to be done.
Absolutely. And then on that note, that would be all that I would have under this report.
Motion to accept the president's report.
Second.
Right on that.
All right, there is the motion to accept president report, probably second. All in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. What do we have next? Old business. So that would be, where is my thing at? Wrote down what I wanted to, how I wanted to do this. It's OP. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. So now we need committee reports. So the logo design, I don't know if it's Pam in here or not.
No, Pam.
No, Pam. Okay, moving on. Media outreach, that would be the video. Dana, got any information on that?
Hey, everyone. No information. Waiting. You guys tell me what you want to do. You want to use the logo that we have to put out a little tidbit on social media to get their attention, or wait on the other design logo?
We should probably wait for the logo, correct?
That's what I'm asking. What do you want? What do you guys want to do? Because once I send it over there to him, you know, he's going to do whatever, and then that's a wrap. So if anybody's got any input, reach out to me.
Okay.
Well, we gotta figure out what the timing is on the new logo. You know, and I understand that we taxed that we've already taxed Pam and her brother, but I mean, either he needs to give us some type of a notice if he can do it or not. I mean, you know, if he can't do it, then that's fine. Let us know, and then we'll make a move somewhere else.
Well, my liking was that that we should have had more than one iron in the fire at the same time anyway, you know, just in case for this. That way, you know, we got it covered. Then we can pick between whatever, a couple from him and maybe one or two from somebody else, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we to the point now, just like how Tony expressed that, you know, with the CDC changes here, that, you know, things could move a little bit faster, and we need to move a little bit faster to get all these things in place, you know. So I'm of the liking that, you know, if somebody has the skill set or knows somebody else that possibly could develop a logo, let's make it happen, you know. So
So again, was the logo is for the conference? I mean, centered around the name of the conference? Is that what we're doing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the name of the conference we came up was African Americans and Leadership.
Unions with an S
In
leadership.
unions, that's right. Unions.
Don't you start slipping.
Right.
Okay, all right,
All
yeah,
right.
right,
Okay. All
all
right.
right, okay, moving on. So, okay, so, you know, is that just a general consensus on waiting on the logo? You know, I don't particularly think we need a motion for that, but, if that's, you know, if we want to tie it to the logo, we need to do that. And so I would urge anybody that would have any artistic or know somebody or whatever to also come up with a possible design for the logo. So the sooner we get that, sooner we can make a decision, and the sooner we can go have that for, you know, everything, because we, you know, we're gonna need that for print and everything else for the flyers, brochures, I mean. Okay, the only other thing under that heading I have is, Gordon, do you have the final version of that bylaw change and its insertion where in the bylaws?
Which bylaw are we referring to, brother? I'm sorry.
The lead coordinator,
Oh,
clean up
actually,
that, clean up that verbiage and where it's going to be inserted into the bylaws.
okay, I don't have that, and but I will have it by the next meeting, for sure.
Okay. Okay, where is, so I don't know about any other old business, but one of the, what did I do with it? Wait a minute, I think Shauna had that in the. No, not that. Not organized today. Nope.
So then, Phil, I don't know, I mean, everybody froze up on me. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, no, you good. I just had stopped. Oh, here, yeah, okay. Let me share this right quick before you go ahead. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, here. Okay. All right, so this is, you know, what we ended up with for our first 12 classes. This was the final. Well, you should have got that in the email from Shauna in the minutes. But
Right.
anyway, is this a good number? I guess my question is this a good number to start with? You know, or you know, do we need to rank these, or you know, not so much rank them, but you know, put them in the order of I know in China's minutes, the highest 5 were listed as well. But I guess my question is the 12, is this asking for too many for the first time out, or what? I guess is my question. If not, because, and I guess to finish my thought, what I'm thinking is because then we got to start coming up with a you know, a list of instructors and facilitators for 12 classes. And
Right.
and in part, let me finish, add that when it comes to that part, do we want to open it, you know, have another meeting and open it up to the original Common Ground group, you know, that's, you know, been flooded with a bunch of other members, so they could join in and chime in on that part. So this is kind of like my suggestion for what we need to do to move forward. Was that, Willie, you have your name up?
Yeah,
Hand up?
yeah. number 3 and 10 could be in the same group, right?
I was thinking the same thing. That all ties together.
Okay, so that'll bring it down to 11. Okay, but but you just remember that these were voted on independently, but I don't, if we want to combine them, I don't, it's up to whatever you want to do.
I'd like to make a
Gordon?
motion to combine 3 and 10.
Second Lynette.
I second that, Corey.
Or
Okay, combine 3 and 10, so there is a motion to combine 3 and 10. Any further discussion on that? Seeing none, all in favor of combining 3 and 10 signify by aye.
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 Opposed? Opposed, nay? Okay. All right, well, that's all that. I don't think I can change this. Maybe I can. Okay, like this is.
You can just make note of it, brother. Again, this is just my opinion for the number of workshops that we've chosen. I think they're a little excessive for the first time out for us. I think if we had a core group of maybe 8 to 10 workshops, that would be something that we could manage. And I had a question about number 8. I'm not sure who suggested that one, but I'm just curious about Black human rights and structural racism, because there's only one human rights. And if you could, anybody could enlighten me on structural racism and how can we improve it? I just have a question about that, and who would be suited to-
That was submitted by Dr. T. And he said he would
Okay.
develop it and teach it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would it help us though, just to have it as
Human
and
rights.
civil rights? Yeah.
Human and civil rights. 'Cause I don't,
Civil and human rights.
it's human rights.
it's human rights. But again, I'm just saying in terms of the actual title for the class. I mean, I know Dr. T and he'll do his job.
Right, right.
But in terms of putting a class or workshop out there, I have a concern about that.
That sounds like a motion, Gordon.
Yes, sir. I think we should change that to, again, just human rights or civil and human rights, and Dr. T can work his magic within the workshop.
Mhm.
Support.
All right. There is a motion properly supported to change number 8 to civil and human rights and leave the rest up to Dr. T.
Yes, sir.
All in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Point of order.
Who for the who to what?
What happened to the discussion? We didn't have any discussion on the motion.
I didn't call for any.
Oh, boy. Y'all are silly. You're silly. Here
That's
we
a
go.
New Philly way. Let's go.
I mean, what I wanted to ask is were all of these voted on? I'm sorry.
These are, again, these are the top 12 vote getters that were voted on, and that's what we were left with.
Okay, thank you, sir.
They went strictly by the numbers. Okay, what is the
Thank you.
12
Thank you, sir.
classes
sir.
that we're gonna have? And these were the winners, even though
Thank
some
you,
of
sir.
them are seeming a little bit like they're a duplicate, but
Thank you,
these
sir.
are the actual winners right here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
He has a problem with Gordon's rules of order. Get out of here.
Okay. Any more discussion on this stuff right here?
Absolutely not.
So not so in going by what we got right now, so we down to 11.
Then we should have even number.
Gordon had suggested, well, wasn't a motion, but had suggested that maybe, we would limit it, the amount of classes that we were offered for, coming out. And I think that was part of the reason why I had brought this up, so, maybe not have so many, the first time out the gate, so.
I don't know. I think we can probably handle it. We can put it out there, see what the demand is, and then go from there. And then we'll look to see what kind of instructors we have, and that should dictate it. But we want to make this thing successful. I get it, but I think
Let me ask about the how to run for political office and committee steward person training.
I had my hand up for that.
Right.
Cause number 12 and number 4 can be together.
That's a possibility because committee people handle grievances.
Yeah.
That's first step of grievance handling.
Yeah, 12 and 4 can be combined. Cause it's basically the same.
Support.
There is a motion to combine 4 and 12, properly second. Any discussion? And
This
all in
time.
favor of
This
said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we made that number 4.
So
Samuel.
what's wrong
Hi,
with it?
Samuel.
down to 10.
Hey, Gord.
Do I have my hand up?
That's down to 10, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But there was another combination that somebody had started mentioning or whatever, so. Oh, shoot.
What was another combination?
Actually, I thought you had mentioned something about the political office and something else. I don't know. maybe.
Yeah, committee. Yeah, I did mention, but that might be something different, in terms of what somebody suggested. I mean, I don't know if they're talking about political office, outside of the union for whatever,
And I don't know who's.
city, state.
But we done 10, so we got basic union skills, we got grievance handling combined with blah, 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 and then collective bargaining. That's covering all the bases there. Power pro, male, female, labor history, okay. And like I said, though, depending on who we get to instruct what particular classes. Okay. So, alrighty.
Yeah, because the one class I didn't see up there where you usually have a lot of participation in is FMLA.
It didn't make it. It was not voted on, my brother.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so.
No study of how to get out of work.
Right, not today. Tina.
I think they know about, all they need to know about FMLA.
Yeah, because they get lessons in the plan anyway. Tina.
With regards to combining how to run for political office and committee and steward person training, instead of it being political office, combine the two and call it something to the effect of how to run for a leadership position within your union.
Okay, but we just got through combining 12 and 4 together.
Okay, but then didn't you say you wanted to bring it down to 8?
I didn't say that. That was just thrown out there.
No, that was
It wasn't-
suggestion. Yeah, suggestion.
it wasn't
for me
voted
was
on
keep it to
anything.
8 to 10, but
Yeah.
we are at 10 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
All right, sounds good. Tony?
So that's essentially number 9 is essentially the getting and staying elected class that we used to run, right?
I
Or
don't
the-
know,
Yeah,
I don't know who suggested it, so I don't actually know what the intent is.
Okay. So my understanding is once we solidify this tonight, we're gonna send this over to Eastern so they can put it in their course curriculum. So speak now or forever hold your peace, correct?
Yes,
Okay. So we're locking these in.
yes.
Well, I mean, can we get an explanation for number 9? I'm again not sure who suggested it, who brought it forth, but I just need some clarity on what kind of political office we're talking about.
Well, there's a lot of classes going on right now that on the outside that teach that. That's a whole different thing. I mean, I used to teach getting and staying elected, so I'm a bit partial to that. And
Right,
you know,
I did too.
For this, I think that we probably should change it to that because political office is a whole different animal. And you might have somebody signing up to run in a government position and we're not delivering what we said we'd deliver.
Right.
So I don't know, because I don't know who submitted it. You know, if they're on here, maybe they can explain their intent.
Seeing none, I
Mhm.
support the motion to change it to getting to staying elected.
I think you made the motion, but I'll second it.
All righty.
Hey, I agree with that. I agree with that as well. That's what I was gonna say, but Tony put it out there already.
All righty then, there is a motion, probably second, to change number 9 to get in and staying elected. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
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 Opposed, nay. All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Okay, that's what's up. All right, so now we down to what that makes it. No, we still at the same 10. We just changed the name of this one.
10's a good number.
Yeah, okay, leave it.
Number 6 should be just short to parliamentary procedures anyway.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
All right.
moving on.
Support for that motion.
Die for lack of a second.
Second.
Too
Second.
late. Cancel that. Next thing you know, we're gonna cut it down to Power Pro. Okay, we're gonna cut it down to
That's
Power
it.
Pro.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
The damn president kind of chippy tonight, ain't he?
All right.
Support. His typing fingers. His typing fingers.
He tired.
Support his typing fingers.
Deny.
Next thing he'll be
Okay, so
saying,
we still, so we doing any more chopping up? Do we do any more chopping up? Any more to rewrite? Because, you know, so.
You doing number 6, right?
Yep, short number
Okay.
6 to just parliamentary procedures.
No,
Yes, sir. Yes,
no, that
sir.
died for like a second. I'm sorry.
No,
No, it was
Sorry.
seconded.
it was seconded by me, my brother.
You were late.
No, he wasn't
not
late.
You were late.
We didn't
This
move
is
on
being
to no other
recorded.
order of
This is being
business, brother.
recorded. Denied, sorry.
Point
for
of
your
order.
loss.
Point of order, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Did you want to have both of them on there just so there's no confusion on somebody that doesn't know what either one is?
Well, if I do anything, I just move it behind me and put it in parentheses, you know.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
The name is not too long.
So do you want a motion to accept all of them as they are, or you good?
Yeah, you know, as amended, adjusted, or whatever you want to call it, yeah. So
I'd like to
this
make
would be
a
the
motion to,
final-
yeah.
Yeah,
to accept all of the proposed classes for our 2020 conference as amended.
Might want to make that 2022.
That's what, I'd say 2020 or 2022.
2020. Would you say?
2020.
Oh, man.
I'm going back in time.
Man, I'm COVIDed out, man. 2022.
I'm gonna support that motion since it ain't too late.
There's a motion properly second to accept the final 10 as our breakout
As amended.
conference, as amended, our breakout conference, blah, 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 amended. Any discussion?
Get rid
Seeing
of
none, all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? Thank you very much. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
And Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
take that period in front of the POP.
We ain't gonna worry about the good. Yeah. Get out of here with that. Not to get violated. So anyway, all right, so this will be rewrote, and since we got the name of the conference, that right there, and it'd be 10 classes, and forward that over to Houston, Michigan, so they can get it up on the various ETAP boards, so people can, when they start to register, it would already be there. So how do we want to tackle, or when do we want to start reaching out for, instructors and facilitators?
I got a hand up.
Oh, go ahead.
I believe that we should get into the cycle that we're accustomed to. If we are looking and it's trending toward having the conference next year, then, we usually have planning sessions in August, September, and then that's when we pick the facilitators and the course structures.
So are you saying that we should wait till August to start that process?
I think so. You're only talking about 20 people. It's not like you're talking about a whole bunch of people that you have to reach out to. I think that'll be fine.
What you grubbing on, man?
Almonds. Almonds.
So we're gonna, okay.
Trying to get my blood sugar down.
Good thing.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. So, Gordon, you still had your hand raised, or is that from?
No, that was from previous.
Okay.
Well, unraise your hand.
So, okay, so, we just want to take it at light, do we need a motion for that, or just, just kind of follow the old rules? I guess my concern is, or my question is, at that time, that's when we want to open it up for everybody to participate. We would have a separate meeting than our board meeting, which is this meeting here, so.
So you mean that you wanted to go ahead with instructors and facilitators before everything opened up to the general public? Is that what you're saying?
No. My question is that, you suggested that, we didn't start that process till August. So I'm just saying, at that particular time, is that what we want to do, is my question.
And who is going to make the final decision on the core instructors and facilitator? Is that going to be a committee, or is that going to be, how's that going to happen?
Well, my thinking is that probably would fall under the lead coordinator's position.
Yeah, and I'm going to suggest that because we are pretty much new and we're coming new and again, there are things that we need to put in place. And I would suggest that we try or start around July instead of August to try and put some of these things in place again, because we're starting out from ground zero. I mean, we know the things that it takes to pull it together, but again, we're a new entity. We're not the same BMIU type of thing. So if we're trying to encourage others to, again, join us and be involved with us, I think we should start just a little bit early.
I agree with that. This is Brother Gerald, because especially if some of the classes are new, then you want people a chance to identify instructors and facilitators to prepare the coursework and whatnot, you know.
Tony.
Yeah, I was worried about business as usual being late because we are new. I think we even need to reach out to some of the people that aren't a part of this and see what that looks like. It'd be nice to finalize it at that time, but I think we need to do a little legwork, letting people know, hey, we're going forward with this. Do you want to be a part of it? Just to gauge interest, because people all say, well, I didn't know, you know, maybe we could take this offline and see how we want to solicit and all that. But I think the sooner the better.
Well, see, that goes back to Phil's earlier question. About are we going to have all this stuff set up before we open it up to the public? I mean, how did you guys want to do it? Did you guys want to just pick out of this group that's on here now? Do you guys want to open it up to the original group? Do you want to open it up past the original group? I mean, now I totally understand what Phil was saying when he asked that question. If you guys are talking about locking up all of the teaching positions before we even open it up, I mean, that, and then you already got somebody from outside of the group, this core group, that says he wants to teach a class.
I think we should probably take it offline, not make a decision right now, figure it out, and then we'll come back to the group. Because if we wanted to start in July, we still have June to figure out the criteria and all that. We probably need to do a lot of thinking and a lot of talking.
Well, that was one of the things that we were having the discussion about as far as people that even though if they weren't on the board, they would still be able to be instructors and facilitators and all that. Like this was more about the business side here. So I'm not saying that we should or shouldn't, but you know, one of the things is if we're trying to be all inclusive when it comes to this, I don't think we should limit it to just us as far as being the initial instructors. And I think we did enough by eliminating the process of the developing, or at least coming up with the names for classes to start it off with, you know, as opposed to how we done it in the past with the BMIU.
I think there's enough room for everybody.
Y'all just cut down 2 classes or 4 classes. So, I mean, and of course, we do not want to stretch out farther than we're comfortable with, okay? Because we don't want this thing to look bad or raggedy or unorganized or anything like that. We don't want that to happen. So I understand everybody wanting to pull back and not be as ambitious as we had in the past. I could totally understand that. So if this is an offline that we need to have, then we need to have it and then present our recommendations to the core group at our next meeting next month. And who wants to be involved in that discussion?
Look at the Lions fan understanding what
Raymond got his hand up. Raymond had his hand up.
Oh, okay.
Knowing about us
It's-
kicking the coverage.
Yeah, he's not, yeah, he's not using the electronic one. That's why I didn't see it. And you know, I only got one eye right now. So go ahead, Raymond.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, when I feel.
This suggestion,
Hold up, William.
if maybe we can put together, like, we got a big pool of people who have been teachers before, and maybe if we could put it out to where they submit resumes or whatever, or referrals to people who have heavy background in our class list, and then submit them all to this group here to review and pick the best person, and then a co-instructor along with it. They could email in their resumes, their background, and then just overall this group make that suggestion, and then we go from there. Because you put it out there, you're gonna have a lot of people who want to come and be a part of, but I think the objective is to get the best instructors with the best background and everything. And I would leave that to everybody that's here right now to review and make a proper suggestion.
Well, just so it's not going to be a surprise, EMU is going to be asking for that very information, right? That you're talking about right there. Everybody that's going to be teaching or facilitating is going to have to come up with a resume. They're going to have to come up with some documentation, because on the educational side, they have some boxes that they have to check also.
Okay.
So Phil, I'm guessing as lead coordinator, I would like to see from those of us who are currently part of the foundation, who want to be a part of the teaching or instruction staff, I would like to know that. And that would give me a feel for what is needed for the entire field or the rest of the field that needs to be, that needs to be filled up. So, I mean, again, for those of us who are on the call or part of the foundation and we want to be part of the instructional staff, I would like to know, again, what workshop that you would like to be part of as well, again, as well as volunteering to be part of the instructional staff. And then I can fill in the gaps with others. I think we can start off that way.
Yep.
I volunteered for labor history.
And me, I'm volunteering to be a facilitator for Dr. T's class.
I'm
Right,
volunteering.
don't be riding no
to be
coattails. Don't be riding no coattails.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm
I was his facilitator last time, so I'm gonna be.
Hey, Phil, you can handle that however you want to. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to be at this point or right now. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that's my purview.
We can
as-
send out
as
an
being
email
lead
for people to
coordinator.
respond. We can send out
Yeah.
email to respond. Actually, I'll come up with a form to make it easier on the recording secretary for people to say what they would be interested in. So, okay, that's the easy part. That way we have it and it'll be on the form.
Right.
We look at it, boom, 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 boom. As
Based on the workshops that
we
we
have now.
yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we can make that happen. So that's that. And then plus we're gonna need
Some other volunteers. Do
we're
a
gonna
whole
need
bunch of stuff.
yeah, not to mention the other committees. I know we have Kathy working with on the registration part of it, her and her sidekick. But also, shoot, what was I going to say?
You mean Maryland?
Pardon me. What did you say, Sam?
Mean Maryland? Maryland Coulter?
Maryland and uh,
Her
yeah,
sidekick, that's who you talking about?
yeah, that's one of them. And also, you know, we got the process for co-conference coordinators, the two, you know, the two that rotates. So that's something we want to deal with.
I thought we would do that the following year, not the first year, but the second year.
No conference coordinators?
For the first one. And then whomever y'all choose, I told you I would be in line for 3 years and train.
No,
the
no,
next
not the lead, the two, you know, so
Uh,
the two co-conference coordinators.
Right.
That usually the people that, you know, 'cause
I
that
think we only
change-
need one to begin with.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, do we need to?
I don't know. I'm just, you know, that's the model that we've been working with, you know, for years, and that's kind of like ingrained, you know. Do we need one?
And
Do
the
we need
and
two?
the reason why that model was, I think, was because one was like a senior coordinator and the other one was a junior. And so that when the junior became the senior the next year, they weren't coming off of it cold. That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah, because we did have them going cold.
But you know, the other part of that was that has really nothing to do with the role of the lead coordinator, because the lead coordinator is kind of like the positions Skip, you know, and others held, you know, so that didn't reflect on those two, because you know, the lead coordinator, as we said, you know, was going to do it for 3 years, but that's not. I didn't envision that being the same thing as the two co-conference coordinators.
They're not.
That was my envision with the lead coordinator position. So that might have been my the way I was thinking about it. So anyway, I mean, that's food for thought. That's not something that we have to, you know, like, okay, let's hash that part of it out right now. That's not really necessary.
Yeah, so would that be a discussion that we need to have on the offline with the facilitators and instructors? How we gonna do that?
Yeah, well, you know, I think probably just add that in on the survey for you know, for volunteers for that, and then decide whether or not we're going to have. I don't know. I believe it still should be two. You know, just, you know, so that it's a constant revolving door. You know, you the senior this year, and then, you know, and then you got the junior. Then the junior becomes the senior, and so on and so forth on down the line.
Yeah, because you know, we only had one at one time, and when the conference started to get bigger, then that's when they went to two.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I was 2002, and it was me and Reverend oh my goodness. That was 20 years ago. I forgot Reverend not
Donnie Ellis.
Donnie Ellis. Yeah, Reverend Ellis. Donnie Ellison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, who was on 2001? Anybody on this call was on 2001?
I mean,
Okay.
I was in the building, but I don't remember who.
No, I'm talking about who was the co-conference coordinator. I got all that information, but I just, you know, since I pulled it out of my brain, I figured someone else younger than me probably could do the same.
Getting older. Getting older.
Younger.
And thank you, Sam. I give all that credit to Ron Isley.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
So yeah, we need to have a whole conversation about that. How we're gonna pick them. What's gonna be the next steps? Are we gonna have instructor training? how the facilitators are going to get trained. I mean, we got to have a whole working level meeting about the logistics. We've talked about the broad range of how the thing is put together, but now we have to get into the minutia.
You right.
And you guys can use that word at any time in conversation in the next week.
That's all right. You can keep that, player. You can keep that.
We need to talk
but
about the minutia, especially with it looking like that we might be trending toward having a conference next year.
Yeah.
Dot the i's and cross the t's.
So, okay, so we'll send out, have Shauna send out that filler, so that will give us a better answer as far as who wants to be involved from the board on those levels, and that'd be make for better conversation at the next meeting. Linnea?
Brothers and sisters, I was wondering, the format that we've normally done was always two instructors and one facilitator. I thought that was a comfortable number for each class. Is that not something that we all can do?
We didn't say anything about changing that. Which this last bit of conversation was about the co-instructors. Whether to use one or two or whatever the case may be. So
Co-conference coordinators.
His mind
not
is
the instructor.
going back
That was wait a minute, player. It wasn't. I appreciated it. Use the hands up. That way. We're not talking over each other. So, yeah, that was that last bit of conversation. So that I still believe that nobody spoke against having two instructors and a facilitator, because I know all the initial work that we did back in the back, even in the booklet that we did, all that had the same reference for when we was counting up how many hotel rooms and all that. It was based on two instructors and a facilitator per classroom. So.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead, G Money.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Good seeing you.
Okay.
Good seeing you,
Appreciate
bro.
that. Appreciate it. Okay. Do we got anything else?
When is this working level meeting going to happen?
Do we want to make that separate from the board level? Because we can have a meeting. For me, we can have it anytime because I'm off for the next 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He's at Matt. Matt boy.
No, I took it off. I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, all the work we get going on over there, I don't see how you could be, any skilled trades could be off.
Yeah, only they took volunteers. Yeah, so.
Oh, you got June eligibility?
No, December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of offline,
Go ahead, Sam.
that was it.
Oh.
Oh, silly. Oh, silly.
Dan's even offline for a minute now.
There you
Off the
Woo! He was subtle as a brick, boy.
Speaking of offline,
Right.
got absolutely nothing to do.
Phil looking like
you got something,
Sam Jackson. Phil looking like Sam Jackson. Walter looking like Wolverine. Come on now. Go offline.
See these pirate hat?
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
You got something else in there?
So Phil, why don't we make a working level meeting 2 weeks from today? We'll have that discussion, and whoever wants to be part of that discussion, let Phil know, and he will invite whoever is interested to be part of that conversation.
Okay, I just sent it out to everybody, and the ones that are interested show up. How about that?
So this is centered around the conference and the coordinators and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
the process of getting the instructors, the co-instructors, the facilitators, whatever needs to go with the process of co-conference coordinators, and what is going to happen. What is the timelines? What are our benchmarks going to be for the conference? What dates are we going to have certain things done by? That's why I say the minutia. We have to start putting deadlines. We have to start putting deadlines in order, because, like I say, fellas and ladies, we cannot be raggedy with this. It is going to be an embarrassment to EMU, and it's going to be an embarrassment to us also. So we got to be on point with this. Everything, all the details have to be worked out.
Okay. All righty. So on that, I'm not calling for a motion for that. What's the name? That's just something we need to do. And so we want to do 2 weeks from today to make it another Sunday at 6:30.
Yeah, make sure it's not Father's Day.
Oh, man. I'm in Vegas.
You're in Vegas?
Yeah.
So what is anybody looking at the calendar to see if there's anything?
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, we ain't doing
30th
that.
of May, May 30th.
That's not a good.
No. Okay.
Can we
so
do
then-
like
That's my
can we do
brother's
that
birthday.
Wednesday or something?
Huh?
That's my brother's birthday. So no.
Oh, Lord.
D9, as Phil would say, D9. Ain't that right, Big Money?
Boone's Farm, Boone's Farm.
D9, huh?
I'd like to make a motion to make it the week after that, because that's still before our next meeting.
Okay, so 3 weeks.
Talking about the
3
sixth,
weeks.
talking about
Support.
June the 6th? June the 6th?
It's the 6th, June 6th.
Okay.
All right.
And okay, go ahead, because I got something else to say.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm just saying our next meeting is on Father's Day.
Is June 6th
Oh.
Father's Day?
No, June 20th.
Oh,
Okay, support on the June 6th meeting for those involved or those who want to be involved in the that process for
yeah.
the
We wanna
conference particulars.
Get, yeah, let me get your
Second.
minutia on the
Minutia.
Get your minutia on the
For the
6th.
minutia.
Okay.
Minutia on the 6th.
Okay.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
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 Yeah.
Of the minutia. Of the minutia.
Minutia.
Now y'all just being funny saying I to feel, right? Y'all just being funny.
Right. That wasn't even legal. That wasn't even legal.
That's
Aye,
cold. That's cold, Walter. That's cold, Walter.
That wouldn't have been
Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's too
Aye,
much.
aye.
It wouldn't have
I'd like
been
to make a
wouldn't have been in the
motion to,
minutes anyway.
To
Tina,
push
Tina,
the
hold up,
Father's
hold
Day
up.
weekend meeting back.
Wait a minute. Hold up, Tina.
So we're having a meeting 2 weeks after that. That's on Father's Day. Can we make a motion to have it the week after that, the week before Father's Day?
No,
Don't move.
I'm sorry. I meant 4 weeks from today is the 13th. Is the 13th of June.
Okay.
So Father's Day is the 20th.
Right.
So we're good.
So,
We
Yeah.
good.
okay, so we're good. So our meeting is on the 13th,
The
Yeah.
our
6th,
regular meeting.
regular meeting's on 13th. Yeah. Second
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah,
Cool.
we good.
You got that excuse Walter, he drinking his minutia.
Okay.
He's drinking that Captain Morgan's.
Shauna, did you have something, Shauna?
No, that's what I wanted to clarify, that Father's Day was not until the third Sunday, so.
Oh, okay. We good to go then. Okay. All righty.
Yeah, Boone's Farm.
Boone's fine. Wow. Okay. Okay. No business, new business. Any more the new? That was old business. We got any new business or any more our business? Seeing that mo-
Mind their business.
New business?
Brother Phil,
Huh?
I want to go, Brother Gordon information. He chimed in that we should have a meeting in July. Did we confirm that? Instead of having a meeting in August or September, did we confirm the meeting to have
Yeah,
one?
we just gonna do it. We're just not gonna keep putting things off, so we gotta do it. We're getting close to the point now where it's cleaning up. We just need to do it, so yes.
Date now then?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. So gonna send out have Shana send out a form for everybody to put in what they may be interested in, what's name. So when we have that meeting in 3 weeks, we have other things to so we can start targeting things and have a better idea of what we're looking at and what we want to do. So yeah, so we get our minutia on, as they say. Any more new business? Any new business, I should say.
Motion to
Okay.
adjourn.
Yeah, now unless somebody got good and welfare. Anybody got anything good and welfare? If not,
I would just suggest again that we do come back for those who are interested in that graphic type of thing for African Americans and union leadership to let's get that logo done so we can move swiftly ahead.
any more good and welfare?
Yeah, I was just wondering if Kathy wanted to speak on, because I received the email about the.
Oh yeah, right.
You.
Yeah, north versus south.
Yeah, I will. Hello, everybody again. I first like to announce that Sam is our coordinator. One of the coordinators, he's partnering with someone from the South. So Sam is the coordinator, and Phil and Walter is on the steering committee. We are still, right now, we have confirmed the hotel. And I think I sent the email out to those of you that have that filled out that link. And I'm going to put that in the chat again. So if you did not get a message or did not see that link that I posted, I'm just put it in again so that you can complete that link. That information is the way that we're going to try to capture as many people that we can because of the contact information that we do not have for those that have participated in BMIU in the past. This is the only way that we can capture this information. And you can use this when you're ready to send information out as well. But because we don't have access to U of M stuff now, this is the only way we can do it. So share that link with any and everybody that may be interested or that you want to share it with. We will do that. The partnership with Morehouse College, and because Morehouse, they're not completely open as of yet, but they are in the process of reopening up again after because of the pandemic. But they are going to be opening up. We know that by October, right now everything is set. It's just a matter of getting everything solidified on paper before we make the huge announcement that we're partnering with Morehouse and that this is happening. They do have their labor studies program. So we got to wait and make sure all their ducks are in a row before we put it out there. But it's fine for us to share information among ourselves. And that's what I've been trying to do as we get it. So I sent the information out about the hotel. If you haven't received it, fill out the link and I will make sure that you get that. But we will be staying at the Westin Hotel downtown. We are planning a packed-filled weekend from Thursday to Sunday. And the motto is basically what we've been with BMIU because they don't know anything. So they're learning from us. What am I missing? Help me out, Sam and Walter and Phil.
They do have, they have in place youth and unions, which I guess we don't quite have yet up here. I thought that was pretty nice. They're going to be doing some of the, I think the graduation is actually going to be on Morehouse's campus.
That's the plan right now, if it's open.
Right. So they're kind of like lining up that kind of stuff and making sure who the muckety mucks of Morehouse will be, will be opening like that kind of intro open stuff and the clothes and stuff. And I think that's all I got. You got anything, Walt?
It is October 21st through the 25th.
Yep, so if anyone wants to get cheap flights already, Southwest has $59 each way. So you can get a $118 round trip ticket to Atlanta if you get on there. I'm sure to be probably going up sometime soon, but I've already reserved my flight down there. So I know that usually people like to 6 weeks or so before, but right now I guess the airlines are really trying to get people to start flying again. So I did try Delta. Delta was $207 each way. I mean, not each way, round trip for 207. So start looking if you're interested in going, start looking now because right now airfares are pretty cheap.
The dates, the 21st to the 24th, but then Walter said the 25th, but it's the 24th. So it's Thursday through Sunday. But I will say that if you've never been to Atlanta before, there is so much to do in Atlanta. So you get there early and spend some time, because once we get into the conference, right now they've got a lot planned. It'll be hard to get away unless you just leave the conference and go hang out in Atlanta. But so I'm suggesting that you come early and stay late probably. I don't know. But there's a lot to do in Atlanta.
Kathy, just remind me because I was able to canvas about 100 email from previous U of M emailings. So I can send them over to you.
Okay. And also, if any of you, I don't know yet, we're trying to make sure North and South are partnering. So for every workshop, there's going to be somebody from the North and somebody from the South, and the facilitators will be the Morehouse students because they're trying to encourage the Black males on the campus to get more involved in the labor movement. And so that's what they want to do with the facilitators. So if there's anyone that want to do something, the only thing I can suggest right now is you let me know through that link, put on there if you want to volunteer, or just send me a text message and I'll add you to that list. I don't know volunteer where, I don't know what going, I don't know all the details yet as to where we'll need people. But if you're interested, some of you have already done that and I started that list. So just let us know.
Okay, I do have a list that where people had suggested that they wanted to volunteer. So I will share that with you as well. Gordon?
I just had a question in terms of the number of workshops. What type of workshops are going to be offered, and are we having instructors to be involved from our delegation, or are we just going to be participants?
Both. Some of the workshops, I probably can give you the list of workshops, but they're still, well, probably not better not, well, I can put that out there. They are still working on the details for the workshops. As far as making sure the names and titles are work with the tuition assistants. The instructors, we will have some from the North, some from the South, some have been in the past, wrong time. I'm sending this out to you, but just keep in mind they may change. Some of the union leadership, because Morehouse is trying to make this a conference where they can give you credit. So they have to be careful as being this first time, they got to make sure they all across, our T's are crossed and I's dotted. So they want to make sure that they could strategically place people in the leadership instructional roles that will help get their credit. That makes sense. Not saying that, you are not qualified, because some of you are, or will be, or have been suggested on the list, but more so some of the leaders from the different unions, because it is open up to all unions. I know they got somebody from every union suggested for a workshop, like AFG, SEIU, they got the painters, because they have more different unions down there than we have the auto workers up on this side of the state. So we're just trying to strategically place. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. I still could, put you on the list. But because I'm working with the director of the department, the Morehouse staff, presidents and all that, are looking at what we're doing. And before they put their name on anything, they got to make sure that they got all their ducks in a row, because they are real hesitant about doing anything. We just got them to approve the hotel information They had to go through that with a fine tooth comb. The hotel is a Westin Peachtree. I think it's 210 Peachtree. The rooms are $149 per night. It's a huge hotel, but they're gonna give us a link. So before you reserve your rooms at the hotel, wait for the link to come out so that you can be able to go through this link and do all of that. Everything will be, we're gonna try to do as many registrations ahead of time through a link through the campus. So we won't have to worry about sitting in the check and paying the $50. I don't know yet how that's gonna work. But we tried to eliminate all the old way of doing things and get more modern technology and utilize the modern technology a lot better to make it easier. The conference rate right now, they're trying to keep it as low as possible, but I think right now it's around $500, but that will include everything. But because of the way tuition assistance is now, we got to make sure that everything is proper with that so that you would get that approved as much as possible. And that was always a question when people had to pay that $50 or pay that extra money for the meals, because that cannot be included in the tuition assistance. We got to figure out and be creative as to how we do that so that we keep that price down low for you as well. But we're trying to make everything inclusive in that. They are planning a Saturday night event, a Saturday night dinner. What was going to take place, I don't know if it's going to be all entertainment or I don't know yet all the detail, but they are looking at Saturday night dinner at the hotel. And a day of action, I think on Saturday after workshops.
I thought that was Friday.
Oh, Friday.
It is Saturday, Kathy. I'm sorry. Yeah, but Saturday.
Saturday's day of action. Friday night was something at the Civil Rights Museum.
Yeah.
But all that is still, it's being bounced around, but they are trying to, make it as educational, as fun. But like I said, it's going to be a field weekend. So I hope I answered your question, Gordon. Did I answer?
Yes, you did. Yep, thank you.
And I think it's their first time getting the equivalent of the ILR that University of Michigan had up and going. I think it's their equivalent of getting that up and going for them too. So that even though this is Black Men in Unions, North meets South, they're like trying to like put it together so that like how Skip, when he was running it, he'd have like those parliamentary procedure classes going on and different classes for different constituency groups that they needed in their area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All righty. So do we have any more good and welfare?
Just a
motion to adjourn.
Just a point. It's really gratifying to see you all working together so well. It does a old veteran's heart good to see this. I love it.
Yeah.
Love you all.
We're glad to have you along, Sam, for your infinite wisdom.
Take care, y'all.
All right. And on that note, goodbye, all. Motion adjourned. I'm doing it illegally. I'm exercising.
Support on the motion of the leaving of the motion of the leaving of the motion of the leaving. Leaving of the motion.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Motion adjourned.
All right. Thanks for
y'all.
coming. All right.
Peace
Appreciate
and love.
y'all. All right.
Take care now.